good morning and Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope that you all are well and waiting for today's SST class. Today we are going to start the new chapter of your book, that is the types of map, chapter number 4. You can find it on page number 28 and the chapter proceeds till page number 35. As the name of the chapter is indicating that we will going to discuss something related to the maps. Before starting reading and learning about the types of the map, first of all we must know what is a map. A map is something which can tell us the direction to reach to our destination, right? And as far as I talk about the surface of the earth, so there are two ways to represent the surface of the earth, either through the globe or either through the maps. What is the difference between the globe and the map? Maps are the two-dimensional representation of the surface of the earth that I can say the flat representation on a piece of paper. As you can see, this is the map. And what is the globe? It is the three-dimensional representation in the form of this. This is the globe of the earth. And there are different parts of the map like the keys, like the symbols and the scales. What are the keys, symbols and the scales? Keys and the symbols to show the different features, to differentiate. For example, if we are highlighting the country, so we will select one color to highlight the country. If we are highlighting some landscape, so we will select some symbols like the mountains, like the plains, to highlight those areas on the given map. And what about the scale? We use the scale to show the greater areas on the small piece of the paper. If we use the greater values, it shows that it covering the large area. And if we use the smaller scales, it means that the area is being covered on the smaller place. We have different types of the maps. Political maps, physical maps, relief maps, thematic maps. Further, thematic maps have been divided into three parts: temperature maps, rainfall maps, and population maps. All these maps are indicating something different. If I talk about the political maps shows different types of the continents and their countries. The boundaries of different continents and the continents having different countries. Right? For example, due to any political issue, if some part of the country gets separated, so it will going to highlight on the map and will show by the political map. As we have experienced the separation or partition of the Bangladesh after partition of Pakistan. Previously it was a part of Pakistan, but now it becomes another country. But which map can show this? The political map. Because of some political issues, this happened. The separation happened. Okay. Then the physical maps. What does the physical map shows? Physical maps shows obviously the physical features, the landscapes, how the difference in the formation of the lands occurs, like the different parts of the different elevations, like the mountains, how the mountains, where are the mountains located, where are the plateaus located, where are the plains located, where are the deserts located. These all being covered by the physical maps. You can see, you can find the map on page number 29 showing physical features of the world, showing by the physical map. It covers different mountains, deserts, plateaus, and the plains. Right? Then the relief maps. What the relief map shows? Relief map shows the different land elevations of these landscapes. There are the mountains which are quite high. There are some mountains which have low height. So different land elevations are being shown in the relief maps. And if I talk about thematic maps, it selects different themes. Either the theme of the temperature, either the theme of the rainfall and the population. As we had discussed in the chapter of climate changes, that because of the position on the earth, countries faces different climatic zones, different temperatures. So which maps will going to show that the polar countries are having such type of the temperature, and the countries located near equator are having such type of the temperature? Obviously, we can highlight it by using the temperature maps. Which countries are very cold, which countries are dry, which countries are very hot. These all are being indicated by the temperature maps. Then the rainfall maps. The rainfall maps covers all those areas, shows all those areas where sometimes rainfall is very much high. Sometimes there are some places which experience very little or no rainfall. As we had discussed, the deserts. In the deserts, we experience very little or no rainfall throughout the year. But there are some places which experience the rainfall throughout the year. There are some countries which experience only the rainfall during summers, heavy rainfall, just because of the very hot weather and the humidity. Alright, so all these countries, all these places are being highlighted in the rainfall maps. Then population maps. Population maps indicating the population density, the area covered by greater population of the people. If I talk about only my country, so we have discussed in the chapter that Karachi is the most densely populated city. There are many reasons for the overpopulation, but through the population map, we get to know that where the most of the people used to live. And people used to live, people got settled just because of many reasons. Just because they want some favorable environment. And the need of every person is different from the other. Okay? That is all related with the types of the maps. Okay, if I talk about the work which you will do, the work has already been uploaded on your homework folder. You just need to understand the question so that you can answer it well. I hope you understand the lecture as well. Just concentrate towards the word meanings. First of all, elevation. Elevation is the height of the land above or below sea level. Grid lines, we have numbered lines on the map in the form of squares that are called as the grid lines we have discussed in the previous chapter. Inland, the interior part of the country. Key, I told you, symbols we used on the map to highlight different things, so the countries, the landscapes. Scale, the ratio of actual size of an object and its representation on the map. Okay, now, question answers. Question 1. What does land elevation mean? You can easily find the answer in the book. Question number 2. Define map. You can write the definition if you understand the lecture and enlist the name of its types. You need to write only the names. No need to define it. Okay? Question number 3. Write the difference between physical and the political map. Just write down only one main difference. Question number 4. What are relief maps? Write down the definition of the relief maps. What are thematic maps? Then question number 6. Complete the following flowchart. Flowchart has been given to you related with the types of the map, and you can see, you can take the help from the lecture as well. Then coming towards the MCQs. Number 1. Globes are dash dimensional representation of the surface of the earth. Which sort of the representation? 1, 2 or 3. In the same manner, maps are dash dimensional representation of the surface of earth. 1, 2 or 3. Then dash scale maps show less details. Small scale maps or large scale maps. Number 4. Thematic maps focused on a particular dash, on a particular structure, on a particular idea, or on a particular theme. Number 5. Physical maps show dash. Which sort of the areas shown by the physical maps? Either they show rainfall, either they indicate the mountains, or they indicate the temperature. That is all related to your homework. I hope that those who understand the lecture can grab the answers very quickly, and hoping to receive very good answers from your side. And if still you have any sort of the query, so you can ask on our WhatsApp. That is all related for today's class. We'll meet inshallah in the next class with some new topic. Till then, take care and Allah.